The artist I had was Diego Rivera, and the painting that he did was Man and Controller of the Universe. Diego Rivera was born on December 8, 1886. Rivera was a prominent Mexican painter and the husband of Frida Kahlo, which was just one of his many wives. His large wall works in fresco helped establish the Mexican mural movement in Mexican art. Rivera lived in Paris for a time where he painted in synthetic cubist style, as well as traveling to Italy between 1920 and 1921 to study the great frescoes of the Renaissance there. When the artist returned, he was approached about a series of murals that were inspired by the Italian Renaissance as well as indigenous art of Mexico and based on the theme, a man at the crossroads looking with hope and high vision to be choosing of a new and better future. This was the name that the painting was given before it was recreated later on. The mural was a fresco painting that was commissioned by Nelson Rockefeller, who was the owner of Rockefeller Center in New York City. The Rockefellers wanted to have a mural put on the ground floor of the Rockefeller Center, and they really wanted it to be like a conversation piece where people could walk by and really stop and think about what was going on in the mural. But before the mural ever got finished, Rockefeller ordered it be destroyed because Rivera painted a provocative portrait of Lenin in the mural. Rockefeller was extremely displeased, therefore canceled his commission, simply paid him his fee, and ended the mural altogether. Rivera really didn't see a problem with this, and he saw the painting as an act of cultural vandalism, therefore recreated the mural under a new title, and the title that it's known by today, Man, Controller of the Universe, in Palacio de Bellas Artes in Mexico City. Rivera's composition depicted many aspects of contemporary social and scientific culture. In the middle of the mural, there's the man, so to speak, and he's a workman who is depicted by controlling machinery that is said to be controlling the universe, symbolizing that. Before him, a giant fist emerged holding an orb, depicting the recombination of atoms and dividing cells and acts of chemical and biological generation. Therefore, from the central figure, there is four propeller-like shapes stretched to the corner of the painting, depicting arcs of light created by giant lenses, anchoring the left and right edges of the space. Rivera described these as elongated ellipses. They're very opaque in color. You can see sort of through them. Within these, cosmological and biological forces such as exploding suns, cell forms, that sort of thing were depicted in these. These represented the discoveries made by the telescope and the microscope, so they had more than just pictures of exploding suns. They actually meant they were trying to show how microscopes and telescopes had helped the time. Between and beyond the arcs were scenes of modern social life. Wealthy society women are seen playing cards and smoking. On the opposite side on the right, Lenin is seen to be holding hands with a multiracial group of workers. The soldiers and war machinery occupied the top left above the society women, and a Russian May Day rally with red flags is seen at the right above Lenin. For Rivera, this represented contrasting social views, the debauched rich watched by the unemployed while war rages. It really sparked a controversy within many people, and also there was a socialist utopia ushered in by Lenin. Beyond the giant lenses to the left and right were depicted figures contemplating the central scene behind which were gigantic classical statues. The one on the left depicted an angry Jupiter who raised his hand holding a thunderbolt, and then the one on the right was a headless seated Caesar. For Rivera, these represented the replacement of superstition by scientific mastery of nature and the overthrow of authoritarian rule by liberated workers. And then the bottom part of the painting is very organic. It actually was never finished, but it's supposed to show and depict the controlled growth of natural resources, so it's an agricultural piece of the piece. And there's it's in the form of a variety of plants emerging from roots. It's visible in a cutaway view under the soil. It's almost like an elevation view that you're looking under the soil. However, this section was, like I said, never completed, and it exists only in the later recreation of the composition in Mexico. The painting is, like I said, very controversial and contrasts peaceful socialist workers on the right side and militarism and labor unrest of capitalism world to the left.